Hello everyone, welcome to this brief introduction to the new AI features by Mentimeter that now I'm happy to present to you. So we have two of those features, in fact, these AI features. One is the AI Menti Builder that you can use in order to generate Mentimeter, so Mentis presentations to get you started and that you then can tweak and work on and improve. And then we have another feature called the AI grouping feature that you can apply to, for instance, open question responses that you might ask your audience, your participants, your students, and it helps it group it into themes. So I'd like to show you these two features where you can access them. Don't have to use them if you don't want to. And after the introduction, please stay tuned because we also need to talk about the data that is being sent to this AI. So let's have a look at our first AI feature in Mentimeter, the AI Menti Builder. And you can find it on your Menti space on the home page. It is right up here. The welcome message, start with AI. So all you need to do is click on that, and this does not look anything different really like other Gen AI tools where you need to tap in an instruction or a description or a question. So here you either type in directly what you want, what kind of presentation. You can be as detailed as you'd like, or you pick up any of these ideas here. And with what happens when you do that is it just takes the text into the text box. If you're not happy with that, or if you don't feel that you can really expand this, you can create your own. So I will be creating for this video a presentation including an icebreaker at the beginning about an introduction to costing in management accounting. And then I submit, and at first the AI Menti Builder will ask me what kind of theme I would like, as you'll see in a second. So I can pick a theme that you can of course change later at any time. Let's pick mellow yellow. It's a nice contrasty theme, and now we let the magic happen. After a couple of seconds, the presentation draft is ready, and you're being welcomed with a window that says your first draft is ready. Add new questions or edit existing ones to make it your own. So let's have a look what we got. Click on Start Editing, and you see that this Menti Builder gave us an opening slide here, then a first icebreaker exercise, a word cloud, describe today's topic in one word, an agenda, and typically the AI Menti Builder seems to add an agenda to present, especially when it says presentation. In the prompt, we have a paragraph here, introduction to costing, and of course you'll need to check, or in this case I will need to check if what it says is correct. Then we have here types of costs, we have cost allocation methods, and at the end we have a multiple choice quiz. I can expand this as much as I like, I can delete slides, I can change slides, so I can really get going with this. So the AI Menti Builder is really just that. It's a starting point. It helps you overcome an initial fear of the blank page. It gets you going. So this is how it should be treated really, and it will not create a full-blown 30-page slide set. Do not expect that to happen, but it is a starting point. All right, let's look at our second AI feature in Mentimeter, the AI grouping feature. For that, you basically need an open question and responses to it. I have an example from our recent Regen AI 24 panel where the participants in the audience were asked to pop in their questions, and I'm going to use that as an example. So for that, you will need to go into presenter mode, so full screen like so. And then on the bottom of the screen of such a question, yeah, you see those, there's a lot of those. And this feature can help you get an overview of themes that are being asked for. Here on the bottom, you find the button that says press space to group responses, or you can just click on it. And then it starts grouping this. And in this particular case, out of 28 responses, it has found 6 themes, in this case alongside ethical AI usage, student anxiety, plagiarism detection, staff training, cost of AI implementation, authentic assessment. Fantastic feature that would make, in this case, a panel discussion a little bit easier. Of course, you need to check if the themes make sense. So it's very useful. And if you exit the presentation, you see that this grouping will have gone. So it's no longer there, and you can group it again or not group at all after that. So it's not an additional slide generated, or it's not used in order to change the slide itself. So it goes back to the original. Okay, now let's talk about what kind of data is actually being sent or exchanged by use of the AI. And there's a very clear spec sheet here out by Mentimeter. I give you the gist of it. So if we're looking at the AI Menti Builder, then here data is only sent from Mentis where the AI feature, the AI Menti Builder, has been used in. Yeah. So there is no data sent to OpenAI at all from already existing Mentis that you already have in your workspace, or new Mentis where the AI features have not been used at all. Yeah, so none of that is sent, only if you use the AI Menti Builder to generate a draft, a starting point of a slide set that is being sent. And what is exactly is being sent? The prompt that you used, if you used the prompt and just didn't just go with the suggestion, and the generated Menti presentation. So now in that case, if you change the generated Menti presentation, if you adapt it, if you change the slide content, etc., these changes, these updates are not being sent to OpenAI. The responses to these generated questions are not stored, they are not being sent to OpenAI. And what is being sent is only being retained for 30 days, according to the data retention policy of OpenAI. These are being then deleted after approximately 30 days from the OpenAI servers. And OpenAI does not continuously monitor or access the slides created by Menti Builder. So it's not a permanent monitoring going on there. Only what I just said is being sent to OpenAI, and that is not being used to train the large language model, and this is not being retained indefinite. When we're talking about the AI grouping feature, then there are similarities here. What kind of data is sent to OpenAI? The data that is only sent from Mentis where the AI features are used in, so that's the same. Then what is being sent? The relevant question where you apply the grouping feature onto, that is shared, and the outcome, the grouping, it's shared, but the original Menti is again deleted on the OpenAI servers, not from your workspace, let me be clear on that, but from the OpenAI servers after the 30 days, just as with the Menti build. And here also the OpenAI does not continuously monitor or access the slides. And for both features is the same statement, and I'd like to reiterate that data submitted by Mentimeter to OpenAI will not be used to train OpenAI's algorithm. When we deal with AI in general or any kind of application, then very hearty advice: do not input or generate questions that ask your participants to input personal or sensitive information. Ultimately, this is an engagement tool, and there should really be no need to input any personal information, any names, addresses, phone numbers, anything other that is sensitive, anything that goes against GDPR. There's really no need, and this is not how Mentimeter is meant to be used in the first place. But please avoid these kind of inputs or generating questions where these inputs are asked from your participants. Using Mentimeter as a research survey tool, I would advise not to. So do not use Mentimeter as a research survey tool. It's an engagement tool, but it's not a surveying tool or a research surveying tool where you need to collect a lot of data, sometimes sensitive, where you need to have ethical approval. But do use applications like a Microsoft Forms that we have a license for, that is an approved tool, and the Microsoft Forms is a much better tool for doing academic research surveys, for example. But those amongst you who do these kind of surveys or questionnaires, you know what you can use, you know what you're doing. Mentimeter is not the right tool for that. Please do err on the side of caution. If you're not sure, then leave it out. But it should be fun, be creative, have fun with generating ideas for presentations, engaging presentations using Mentimeter, but please adhere to data protection policies. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the new AI features in Mentimeter.